Evening and welcome to the February 24th Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. A meeting was held at 6 p.m. in the conference room at City Hall for clarification of the agenda. The following is the official agenda of the Planning and Zoning Commission. Discussion and commission action will be limited to those items on the agenda. Any citizen who wishes to address the commission shall first be recognized by the chair and shall give his or her name, address for the record. If a citizen wishes to read documentation of any sort to the commission, he or she shall first seek permission from the chair. There is a 3-minute time limit for presentations to the commission. Agenda item 1 for tonight is roll call and disclosure of conflict of interest, ex parte communication, and a site visit. Aislinn, could you please take call?
Chris Shanda.
Here, I have nothing to report.
Jack Moore.
My name's Jack Moore and I live in the Old Town District. I did not make any site visits and I have nothing else to report.
Shin-Kyu Roo.
My name is Shin-Kyu Roo. I live in the Highland area. I made a site visit to agenda item number 3 and I have nothing else to report.
Rich Phillips.
My name is Rich Phillips. I was able to make a site visit for agenda item number 3 and I have nothing else to report.
Kaylee White.
My name is Kaylee White. I was able to make a site visit and I have nothing further to report. The next agenda item is approval of the minutes. Commission members, if you'll look over the minutes. If there's no questions or comments, I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve both the last 2 meeting minutes.
Second?
Aislinn, can you call the vote, please?
Shanda.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Phillips.
Yes.
Roo.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. For agenda item 3, we do have a public hearing. It's a zone map and comprehensive plan amendment. For the public hearing, there will be a 10-minute limit on application presentations. There will be a 3-minute time limit for public testimony. Names are required from those presenting or testifying. Questions and comments should be pertinent to the application and addressed to the commission. As this is a public hearing, there should be no questions, comments, or applause from the audience. Should the meeting go longer than 8 p.m., the commission may take a scheduled 10-minute break. Commission members must make their decision regarding the application on facts already in the record and information presented at the public hearing. Conflicts of interest, site visits, and ex parte contacts by the commission will be acknowledged. So this time has been set aside for the commission to hear comments from the public regarding a request from Bad Investments represented by Bill Esley for a zoning map and comprehensive plan amendment for property located near the 4300 block of South 5th Avenue. The proposal would rezone the subject property from commercial general to light industrial zoning and amend the comprehensive plan designation from mixed use to employment. And if I could declare this a public hearing, and if I could hear from the applicant, please.
Yes, Bill Esley, 2777 East Center, Pocatello, Idaho. I own this company that owns these parcels with my partner Brad Frazier. We've owned the parcels for quite some time and we felt that it was time to put them to productive use. They've been for sale. They're too large, I guess, for anybody to want to buy them. And also it's kind of an area that the city's emphasis has been to go north into North Gate, with residential and commercial. And this seems like the perfect area all the way from the South 5th Exchange to the Portneuf Gap Exchange, and then I-15 to the west and South 5th to the east. It's kind of shaped like a big, long, stretched out football. Seems to be the perfect location for light industrial development. A lot of cities have an area that's along a freeway. You see it as you drive in. And the predominant use of this whole area, now only half of that area is in the city limits, the rest of it's in the area of impact, but almost everybody in the rest of that area will end up in the city, because in order to hook into the city water or sewer, they have to sign an agreement to be annexed when the city wants them to be annexed. So that's the way it wants to develop. As I said, almost all of the uses, from the new Caterpillar store down to the BLM, Forest Service, State Highway Department. There's even a salvage yard in that area that would take actually an industrial zoning. It's what the area wants to be. Our plans are on, I'll just call them out as 3 parcels. The one parcel, the largest one, if you hold the map upright to the top of the page, is a little over 11 acres, and it's part of, we had already started developing that years ago. Some water and sewer lines are into it. It's going to be developed into what we call a commercial industrial park. There'll be a paved road, water, sewer, power, everything to each of the lots. There'll probably be 12 to 14 of the lots, and they'll be ½ acre to acre and a quarter in size. The freeway runs along it. It'll have a road that goes all the way from the roundabout down to the Common Sense store. So a road goes through curb gutter and asphalt. A lot of small industrial type uses. An electrician, someone like that would like that location. They can be there. They're easy on and off of the freeway, so they have good access to get around. Plus they have the ability, the cars as they drive by, they see their shop, their name will probably be on it with a phone number or something like that. We think it'll be very popular. That area's been available for sale since we built the BLM building 15 years ago, but there's not been any sales except for to the one trailer sales operation. And I think that's, I'm not sure if that's in a commercial use or if that's actually technically light industrial, but it'd be right on the borderline. The one in the middle is off of South Valley Road. We own the property that South Valley Road had to come through as it crossed to the east side of the freeway over to 5th, and conveyed that property to the city so that they could put that road in. As part of that, there were 2 intersection points, one to the north, one to the south. So one into our, what I call our second parcel, and one into our third parcel. Again, nothing's happened there. On the one in the center there, or parcel 2, we're going to do that in very small 60 by 100 up to 100 by 150 foot parcels. We're going to fence the perimeter, have a gate that you have to have a code to get into, to get in the first gate. And we're going to make that, again, it'll have water, sewer, power, utilities. That we're looking at, the buyers will be people that want to have their own toy barn for their RV, things like that, and not pay rent for it because they would own it. Or again, storage yards for a lot of subcontractors, concrete people that have 4 or 5 trailers full of very expensive forms and want to be able to park it in a place that's secure, in a place where they own it. We find in our subcontractors, quite a few of them have 2 and 3 places around town. They have 2 trailers here and 1 over here and a couple vans over here. And so we think there'll be a good market for that, for people coming in together. There'll be an association. They'll take care of their own snow removal, but it'll be city water and city sewer and Idaho Power. We think there'll be a good market for that. And we think that those will sell out and be put to productive use over the next 24 months. The last parcel, my partners always wanted to do this. I mean, always wanted, so we decided we'd probably do that on the 3rd parcel and turn it into a RV storage area. There might be some storage units built in it too, but mainly it would be just exterior RV storage behind, again, a lock and key, a gate that if you have a unit in there, you can push a code in and get in yourself. Otherwise, it's locked off and private. So those are the 3 uses we'd intend to do there. I think the staff is in favor of making this change, and unless there's anything specific that you would want me to talk about, I would think we could get farther maybe with some questions at this point in time.
So one question I have is I'm aware of along South Valley Road, and then potentially on the west side of your property, there's like a lot of pedestrian use. How do you see your future potential development interacting with the pedestrian use there?
Are you referring to the
Like the-
bike path?
Yeah, the bike path and like the little greenway that kind of goes underneath South Valley Connector.
Yeah, that's all the same thing. That it won't harm either one of them. There'll be very low traffic counts going in off of the South Valley Road into those 2 parcels. The traffic going into there will be a very low count of traffic. And that path is on the south side of the road.
Okay.
I think it's a great thing in there, but I don't think there'll be any conflict with people using that trail, walking or riding their bikes.
Okay.
Certainly there's stop signs on both sides coming out, and the stop stops you before the trail, and then you go across the road into the other road. The trail actually crosses the road and not the other way.
Commission members, do you have any questions for the applicant? Shen, do you have any questions?
No, I do not have any questions. Thank you.
Rich?
I don't.
Okay. If I could have the presentation by staff, please.
Good evening, Madam Chair and Commission members. Matthew Lewis, Senior Planner with the City Planning Department. As noted in the agenda, Bill Esley of BBAD Investments LLC has submitted an application requesting to rezone 7 separate parcels of land from commercial general to light industrial. Said parcels are described on page 1 of your staff report and also depicted in the aerial view. The proposed zone change also requires a concurrent amendment to the comprehensive plan land use map from the current designation of mixed use to employment. The subject parcels are all undeveloped and currently zoned commercial general. Lot 1, Block 1 of South Cliffs First Edition was platted in 2018. The lot is located off South Cliffs Drive via South 5th Avenue. All parcels are predominantly flat, consisting of native sagebrush grasses and gravel with a basalt base. The 9.1 acre parcel can be accessed from South Valley and South Fifth Avenue and South Valley Road. The 5.44 acre parcel is accessed via South Valley Road. I-15 on and off ramps are located within a half mile of Cliffs Way. South Fifth Avenue is capable of handling any truck traffic or otherwise to these subject properties. The subject properties are unique in light of the basalt cliff resulting in the 11.57 and 9.1 acre parcels being elevated approximately 20 feet above South Fifth Avenue, resulting in land uses being more visible from I-15. Properties fronting and adjacent to South Fifth Avenue, extending from Cliffs Drive to South Valley Road, will remain zoned commercial general. Land uses located on Cliffs Drive include the Forest Service and Bureau of Land Management offices with a large storage area for equipment. Bear Lake Outfitters was established in 2016, which sells various trailers less than 2.5 tons in weight, as well as sheds. Other uses near the site that would fit in the LI zoning district include Idaho Transportation Department, District 5 headquarters, and most existing land uses located in Bannock County extending south to Century High School. Staff finds that because of the surrounding land uses that the scale, mass, density, and intensity of future development would not be out of character with the area. The elevated basalt cliff also alleviates impacts along South Fifth Avenue. A list of uses permitted in the Allied District are provided in the staff report. As previously mentioned, the comprehensive plan map designation is currently mixed use. Staff was unable to find the reasoning given to the designation and in the end has not ruled out a mapping error. The parcels have been zoned commercial general as far as back as 1981 with little in the way of development occurring. Mixed use development of any kind on the subject parcels and remaining properties from South Valley Avenue or South Valley Road north to Exxon Station is unlikely. A list of comp plan map objectives are provided in the staff report. All property owners within a 300-foot radius of the land to be rezoned and comprehensive plan map amendment were provided notice of the public hearing in order that they may provide comment on the application. Notice was also published in the Idaho State Journal and signs were posted on each subject parcel. As of completion of the staff report, 3 phone calls were received and no written public comments submitted. In consideration of the application and proposed development, staff concludes that the proposed zoning map amendment is compliant with Pocatello Municipal Code Section 1702-180. A full analysis is detailed within the staff report in pages 2 through 5. Should the commission recommend approval of the subject application, staff recommends 4 conditions to be attached. This concludes my presentation.
Clarification question for you, Matt. I recall, or just in your presentation, something about the north to the Exxon, or road north of the Exxon is unlikely. What was that piece?
Mixed use development.
Okay. Are there any questions for staff from the commission?
Matt, will you I just want to make sure I'm correct that there's no parcel, no lot size limit in light industrial that would prevent him from the middle lot doing what he's planning on doing there?
Under the code, there's not a minimum lot size. Yeah, and that's true in commercial general as well.
Oh.
Usually lot sizes are controlled by what off-street parking is required or setbacks, that type of thing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? None? And there has not been any additional correspondence received, correct?
No.
So now we'll move into testimony. A reminder that the testimony, public testimony is a 3-minute time limit for those testifying. So we'll start the testimony process by hearing from those supporting the application. Okay. Those uncommitted on the application? And testimony by opponents to the application. Okay. This time is set aside for rebuttal by the applicant. Do you have anything further you would like to add?
I think those three categories stated everything I wanted them to.
Okay, thank you. Now close the public hearing. And initiate an emotion, or, sorry, a motion or deliberation among the commission. So,
I'm going to make a motion to recommend approval of the application for BBAD Investments LLC to rezone the subject parcels as described in the map to light industrial. Finding the application does meet the standards for approval under Chapter 1702-180 of Pocatello Municipal Code.
and we will need to note in that motion the conditions set forth by staff. I believe there was 4.
Yeah, that conditions and also the authorizes the chair to sign findings of fact.
So you can just amend your motion to,
Sorry, guys, my first time.
no, you're okay.
Amend, so walk me through this. So I need to make an amendment to my,
Just let the meeting minutes state, to edit your motion to also include
to also include the 4
Condition.
conditions,
conditions set forth by staff.
and for the chair to sign on the findings of fact. Okay, do we have a second for that motion?
I will second that motion.
Aislinn, can you call for the vote, please?
Phillips,
Yeah.
Brew,
Yes.
Shanda,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Motion carries.
With the motion carrying, please let the minutes note at 6:52, we are adjourning the public hearing for February 24th to open into a training session for the commission. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.